The sun was rising over the warm horizon of Florida, painting the sky in gold and pink. The light spread across miles of quiet land that would one day become the most magical place on Earth, Walt Disney World. But before the laughter, fireworks, and dreams, this land was nothing more than swamps and sand. What transformed it into a world of magic was not money or machines, but the dream of one man, Walt Disney, a dreamer who believed that imagination could build reality. Walt Disney was born in 1901 inches Chicago. His family was poor, but young Walt had a gift. He could see stories where others saw nothing. With a pencil in his hand, he drew animals, trains, and cartoon characters. His father thought drawing was useless, but Walt didn't stop. He believed that every sketch brought him closer to a magical world waiting inside his imagination. That belief would one day change the world. As a young man, Walt faced endless rejection. He lost jobs, was told he lacked talent, and even went bankrupt. Yet, each failure made him stronger. He once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." That courage would become the heart of everything he built. In 1928, after losing his first cartoon character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, Walt felt defeated. But during a train ride home, an idea came to him, a small, cheerful mouse with round ears and endless optimism. That mouse was Mickey Mouse. Mickey's first appearance in Steamboat Willie became a global sensation. Audiences loved his joy and courage during the difficult days of the Great Depression. Mickey became a symbol of hope, and Walt Disney became a symbol of imagination. But Walt wanted more than movies. He dreamed of a place where families could experience magic together, a place filled with laughter, happiness, and wonder. Everyone thought he was crazy. A clean amusement park with friendly workers and perfect design? Impossible. Yet Walt believed. In 1955, he opened Disneyland in California, and when the gates opened, the world discovered something new, a living storybook. People could fly with Peter Pan, sail with pirates, and meet the princesses they had only seen in movies. Disneyland was a dream come true. Still, Walt's imagination reached further. He wanted to build not just a park, but an entire world, a city of the future. He called it the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, or EPCOT. To make this dream real, he needed space, lots of it. So, secretly, his team began buying land in Orlando, Florida, using fake company names to keep prices low. The secret project was known as the Florida Project. When the truth came out, the world was shocked. Walt Disney was building something bigger than anyone had imagined. But before he could see it finished, tragedy struck. In 1966, Walt Disney passed away from lung cancer. The man who gave the world Mickey Mouse, Disneyland, and so many dreams was gone. His death left the project unfinished, and many people heartbroken. But his older brother, Roy O. Disney, refused to let the dream die. He took charge of the Florida project himself, saying, "Walt's dream will go on. We will finish it exactly as he imagined." 5 years later, on the 1st of October 1971, Walt Disney World opened its gates to the public. Standing before a joyful crowd, Roy Disney said, "May Walt Disney World bring joy and inspiration to all who come to this happy place. A magic kingdom where the young at heart can laugh, play, and learn together." He named it Walt Disney World, not just Disney World, so the world would never forget the man whose dream made it possible. Only a few months later, Roy passed away, leaving behind a complete dream, a world built by two brothers who never stopped believing. From that day forward, Walt Disney World grew into more than a park. It became a universe of imagination. The Magic Kingdom, with Cinderella Castle at its center, became the beating heart of Disney's world. Every building along Main Street, USA, every parade, every sparkle of light, told a story of joy. Families came from every corner of the globe to experience rides like Space Mountain, It's a Small World, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Laughter echoed across the lakes and through the trees. The air itself seemed filled with dreams. Years passed, and Walt Disney World expanded. Epcot opened in 1982, fulfilling part of Walt's futuristic vision. It wasn't a residential city as he had planned, but a living exhibition of innovation and global culture. Inside the giant silver sphere called Spaceship Earth, visitors traveled through history from ancient times to the digital age, seeing how human creativity shaped civilization. In the World Showcase, 11 countries shared their food, art, and traditions. Guests discovered that despite different languages and cultures, the human spirit was one. That was Walt's greatest lesson: imagination can unite the world. Later came Disney's Hollywood Studios, celebrating the magic of movies and Animal Kingdom, honoring the beauty of nature and life. Each park reflected a different side of Walt's genius: creativity, storytelling, innovation, and love for all living things. Together, they formed a universe of happiness, where the impossible became possible every single day. But beyond the rides and castles, Walt Disney World became something deeper. It became a feeling, the feeling of wonder, hope, and belief. A father holding his child's hand for her first ride. A couple watching fireworks under the stars. A family laughing together in the rain. Each moment became a living memory, a reminder that no matter how old we are, we can still dream like children. Every person who works at Disney, from the janitor to the performer, carries Walt's legacy. They are not just employees. They are storytellers, keeping the flame of imagination alive. Walt once said, "It takes people to make the dream a reality." Today, thousands of dreamers work every day to make sure the magic never fades. Over 50 years later, Walt Disney World welcomes more than 50 million visitors each year. It covers 27,000 acres, making it larger than the city of San Francisco. It stands as a living monument to the power of belief, proof that a single idea, born from the heart of a dreamer, can change the world. In every ride, every smile, and every song, Walt Disney's spirit still whispers, "Dreams don't die, they live on in those who believe." As the sun sets over Orlando and the castle lights begin to glow, families gather to watch the nighttime show. The music swells, and fireworks fill the sky with color. The voice of the narrator echoes through the air. "When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are." In that moment, children look up with wonder. Parents hold each other's hands, and millions of hearts beat with the same dream, the dream of Walt Disney. And somewhere, beyond the stars, maybe Walt smiles, knowing his dream came true not just in one park, but in the hearts of people around the world. Because Walt Disney World is not just a place, it is a living dream. A dream that started with a pencil, grew with courage, and became eternal through love, hope, and imagination. It is a world that reminds us of one simple truth: if you can dream it, you can do it. And that is why Walt Disney World will forever be known as the dream that never slept.